me ask you guys a question. Do you think Apple might be in trouble without them providing the LDAC codec? Because let me tell you, a lot of earbuds are hitting my doorstep with LDAC high res. And Apple, I think it's time you get on board, don't you? Now, before you guys get your underwear in a twist and start hammering me on the comments about Android versus iOS, we're not here to debate that, okay? I am clearly here to not only tell you about my Android phone, I also have an Apple phone. And that is exactly why we're going to test this on an Apple phone today, because I want you guys to understand that just because you own an Apple doesn't mean you can walk on out of here and say, oh, well, I guess it's not for me. These are definitely for you, and I'm going to tell you exactly why. TOZO Golden X1s. This company does not get enough attention. I'm sorry, but it just doesn't, and they are a force to be reckoned with. I know I've said that on Earfun and Soundpeats and things like that, but TOZO is definitely a company you need to learn about. And luckily for you, you're in the right spot. Let's go ahead and dive in and show you everything that comes in the box. All right, you're gonna get yourself a typical user manual inside the box. Folds out, pretty good, nice and easy, explainable. But they also kick in a TOZO quick guide, and I love quick guides because it just cuts to the chase, gives you everything you need to know on the fly. Also coming with a USB-A to a USB-C charging cable. A lot of the companies give you 3 sets of silicone gel tips, not TOZO. That's right, guys. TOZO is including 6 sets of silicone ear gel tips for your ear's sweet spot. That, my friends, is attention to detail. Remember that when you're shopping for earbuds. And then you'll get your pill-shaped TOZO earbud case. Now, this case is very special for a few reasons, but reason number 1 is its matte finish. You know how Brannon feels about matte finish. Definitely no fingerprint magnet here, but also you're gonna notice something in a minute. Looking at the back, you'll get your USB-C charging port. On the top, you'll have TOZO's foiled gold label. On the front, they give you a light indicator, but guys, that is not to show you your battery usage. No. That's merely showing you it's charging. Here is where you'll see the battery usage in digital. I said digital. This is something really cool that TOZO has been doing, and some of you have probably seen that on their crystal buds that I have yet to do a video on. I got both sets in my lap here, and yeah, they actually have the digital as well on the front. They have it on the inside of the case, but we'll go into more detail on this. I will promise you guys a dedicated video just for the crystal buds, okay? But today we're talking about the Golden X1. Not only does it show you the case percentage, but it also shows you a bar of the left and right. I think that's very unique. And then when it disappears, you can't even see it. Looks like a regular case. I love that. But that isn't the attention to detail that I was mentioning earlier. The attention to detail is the earbuds are also matte finish. Thank you, TOZO. Thank you. Thank you. Would you please tell the other companies all about how you did it? It's very simple. Make them matte. I love matte. No fingerprints on the case or the buds. Genius. Then on the inside of the lid, you're gonna see a nice little stamped sticker with high res. We're gonna cover all that when we go over the specs, but first, let's find out if these earbuds are gonna fly out of this really fly case. You guys ready? Here we go. Okay, there's one. Oh, shut up, Siri. Okay, well, it looks like the right wanted to escape and the left stayed behind. So yeah, I didn't think the magnet was going to be anything to write home about because, again, this is a style that the earbuds sit on top of the case. In most cases, no pun intended, they fall out easily, okay? So you just got to be careful when you're taking them out. Let's take a look at these earbuds, shall we? I mean, look at the style that TOZO has come up with that remind me a lot of, anybody know? Anybody want to take a guess? Mifo. Mifo makes a style of a bud and stem combo, just like they did. I like that, okay? I like the fact that you're able to have a bud and a stem combined because I think it's going to be much better on the fit, a lot easier to take in and out for sure, and you have the stem, which is going to be a little closer to the mouth to give you some good crystal clear call quality. Don't ask me how I did that on the first take. As you can see, they definitely fit in the ears nice and snug. They're very comfortable. You'll have your right and left logo along with some microphones on either end and the TOZO logo on each earbud as well. So I kind of get the golden part of the model because these are what you consider a set of premium earbuds, but at a decent price. And we're also going to cover that soon as well. But first, on with the specs. TOZO Golden X1s are using a carbon nanotube diaphragm 12mm dynamic drivers with the Knowles balanced armature drivers on top of that. So you're not just getting your regular drivers in these, you're also getting the balanced armature as well. And by the way, 12mm drivers packed in a pair of earbuds is quite the challenge to keep them, let's say, less thick, if you will. Now, these are also coming with this new, and I don't want to butcher the name, it's called ORIGX, so I'm going to call it ORGX, I guess. It's supporting a super wide frequency range of 12 hertz all the way up to 44.1 kilohertz. That's an incredible frequency range, and it's all packed into this set of earbuds. That's, as some of you kids would say, lit, bussin'. No, bussin's food. Anyway, pretty cool. Now, TOZO is pretty happy to announce this is their first noise-canceling, high-performance earbuds that are certified by TUV, T-U-V, Rainland, R-H-I-N-L-A-N-D. And yeah, I looked it up. So basically, the ANC is going to bring you a noise reduction of 42 decibels. Also lit. Has multi-point connection. Again, I think that is something that every earbuds and headphones should have, even Bluetooth speakers for that matter, to be able to connect them to two different devices without having to disconnect one or the other is a must in the year 2023. Also comes with the TOZO app, and we're going to go over the features and the design. I'm pretty impressed with that as well. And with the 55 milliamp lithium battery, you're going to get 30 hours on the case and 8 hours on the buds with ANC off. If you choose to use your ANC, which most people do, you'll get 24 hours on the case and 6 hours on the buds. Keep that in mind. And I didn't see a 10-minute fast charge, which is quite unfortunate. With a pair of premium earbuds, I think All of those should have that feature. However, the good news is you're going to get the latest and greatest Bluetooth 5.3. I'm starting to see that in a lot of earbuds coming in the door as well, and I'm happy to hear that. And another interesting point that I'm also happy to say is the IPX rating is a 6 this time. On any pair of LDAC or high res, you're usually getting a 4. Now the earphones I just did with the LDAC had a 5, which I was pretty impressed. And now the TOZOs are sporting a 6. Still, you don't want to submerge these completely. Let's stick them in the ears, get on your iOS or your Android, and download the TOZO app. The first thing you'll be prompted to do on this app is a sound design test, okay? Don't pass it up. It's definitely worth it, okay? It's going to run you through some sounds that you're going to hit yes or no to. You just want to make sure you're in a very quiet environment when you do it. Taking a closer look at the app, now you guys see why I got a little excited about the design. I am a sucker for attention to detail, just from the picture of the earbuds moving as you're in the menu. I really dig that. I like the left and right. It's in a green against the black. It just looks nice. And of course, it's not just a fancy look. They actually have some really interesting and useful options, such as 6 different presets for your ambient noise and your transparency, from noise canceling to transparency mode, to reduce wind noise, which is also a nice feature to have if you're riding your bicycle or jogging and you got that wind hitting your face. This will reduce the ambient. And they even have leisure mode, and I love the picture of a coffee, okay? It's just saying that you're chill and relaxed, and it brings the ambient to a chill and relaxed sound level. Love that. Then of course you have normal mode if you don't wish to use any of the ANC or the transparency. And then they also added a custom pattern. Check this out. When you click on it, you're able to adjust the level of ambience. Again, guys, attention to detail, what we like to personalize. Clicking up at the top right, you're going to have sound effect. Now this is where it gets really fun. You click on select more effects and you get 16 different presets for whatever genre you're listening to bass, starting to kick up, the graph, deep, jazz. They're all going to switch up for whatever genre you're using, but you can also go in here and override these and start to move the bars up and down and how you want it, and it becomes a custom savable preset for you. Going into the gear wheel, you're going to get some settings. You have touch control, another great feature. You're able to get in here for your left or the right, adjust how you want your buttons to work on your earbuds. Of course, we're not going to cover all that right now. We don't need to. I'll let you get in there and play around, but you can definitely have it play pause, forward a track, reverse a track, volume up or down, answer calls, end calls, use your Siri or your Google Assist. Then of course you have the firmware update. Just make sure you're up to date with their latest and greatest firmware. Since we still have them in the ears, why don't we grab ourselves a ARTLIST song for a music test. If you're a content creator looking for that next song title, ARTLIST has a plethora of songs to choose from. Or how about those sound effects that you hear in all my videos? What about that perfect stock footage you've been looking for? ARTLIST and ARTGRID have it all for your creative needs. Now I'm telling you, if you're on the fence of becoming a content creator like myself, an influencer on YouTube or whatever platform, look no further, okay? You guys need to be on board with this company. I'll be leaving you all the details down below and where you can get yourself 2 free months on top of the 1-year subscription. You will thank me later, I promise you that. Today's song choice is called Black Skies by an artist that I just found recently. In fact, today, Yali Blank. And let me tell you, she is eccentric. And this song is dark and deep and just cool. I mean, all the sounds that... Let me play it for you. You guys will understand why I chose this song. It's got so many different sounds coming in from right and left. I wanted to put these to the test. This is gonna be it. Are you ready? Oh, so cool. So cool. Wait till you hear her voice.
It's been a long night.
Man, is that cool.
Black skies glowing.
Oh, it is so clear.
losing love.
I got this actually picked out on dance genre. I found that one to be one of my favorites for this style, but like I said, you can change them around to whatever you're listening to. Isn't that a cool song?
The windows
That's cool. And like I said, guys, you don't need an Android phone to get the best out of these. iPhone is going to play it absolutely perfect, 100%. That is so...
I need to.
I'm hearing them all coming around me from right to left, the surround sound feel.
I need to find somebody.
Get on that platform, man. Find this artist. You're going to love it. She's got some really cool shit.
Black skies glowing.
All right, wow. I'm telling you, these will be just fine for Apple users. And of course, if you're an Android user, you're going to get all the benefits of the LDAC on top of it. Do you need it? Absolutely not. Is it nice to have? Absolutely. That's why I say, Apple, you need to get on board with LDAC. All right, let's go ahead and stick them back in the ears and give ourselves a mic test next. Professional mic, but we don't want to hear the professional mic. We'd like to hear the TOZO Golden X1s right now. This is what a phone call would sound like in a quieter environment, of course, and it should be doing its job just fine. That's why we need something noisy and obnoxious like this. This is what it would be like if we were in a loud restaurant, having ourselves a brunch and on a phone call with you. Is it blocking out that irritating background noise enough for you to hear me and have a good conversation? Of course, I won't know until I'm in post. Right back. Definitely got a chance to hear it for myself, and you know, to be quite honest, I would have to say they did just fine, especially without the background noise. And I think that's where the stem part of these combination bud stems come into play. It's closer to your mouth, it's picking up your voice and blocking out ambience of the restaurant. So will these be great on phone calls? I think so. Let's cover some pros and cons. Pro number one, the sound is amazing, and it does not matter whether you have it on an Android or an iOS. In fact, most of you would never notice the difference. And not to mention the digital readout that they have provided you on their case. I think that's ingenious, okay? You don't need your phone to know your battery usage. You no longer have to guess the light meter or the three little dots that basically mean absolutely nothing. Pro number two, I'm giving it to the app. I really dig the app. I love the look, the interface, and I like the features that it's given us, okay? And it has a previous track that you can program yourself. You're able to get in there and get the controls on how you want them to be used. And you have 16 different genre settings on top of customizing. You have yourself almost, and I say this very lightly, almost a Soundcore app.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's that close. And the last pro? It's got wireless G-Charge, guys. That's right, you can slap it on a charger and make Fran your aunt. Thought I was going for Bob's your uncle, didn't you? Not this time. Where there's pros, there are cons, and I only have a couple. Number one would be no 10-minute fast charge. I think that these pair of earbuds deserve the 10-minute fast charge because some of you are forgetful. Let's be honest here. You may forget to charge them. They might be dead, and you need that 10-minute fast charge to get you 2 hours at the gym. It's a must. TOZO, firmware update, ASAP. And the last con, normally I would put this in the pro section, but I'm gonna throw it in the con section because a lot of you aren't aware or familiar with the company TOZO, and that brings me to price. So a few of you may think, oh, that's costly. As for me, not at all, because I know how much the Bose and the Sonys all go for with the high res and the LDAC. Now, of course, I am not sponsored or endorsed through TOZO, okay? They merely reach out to the channel. I do you guys the reviews. They ask nothing more of me, It's that simple. Right now on Amazon, and I'll be sure to leave you an affiliate link down in the description below. Yes, I get a kickback. It's not huge, of course, guys, but it definitely helps me and the channel grow in making these awesome, outstanding reviews for you. Retails for $149.99, but there is a $15 coupon at checkout that you can click on, making these $134.99. Now, biggest question. Can we move that price up to the pro list now and remove it from the cons? Because I'm telling you guys, for what you get for 135 bucks is a absolute no-brainer. Now, of course, for the budget butters, well, I think I just invented a new name. I will most certainly cover the TOZO crystal buds next time, okay? Check those out. If you guys don't want to spend the high dollar, check them out. You're still getting the digital readout on the front rather than inside the case, but it's there for you nonetheless. Have I reached the 20-minute review yet? We're over, actually. Doesn't surprise me. Sorry, guys. I just can't seem to get my video reviews under 20 minutes and have you guys satisfied enough with the information. Let's open a fortune cookie. Get you guys on your merry way. Ah, another broken one. Awesome. But we can still break it, sorta. There we go. Yeah. All right. Word of the fortune. Wine. Yeah, maybe I'll have a nice glass of wine after this video. A dream you have will come true. Well, I kind of wish it said a wish, because this is the month of February, and the 24th will be my birthday.
Happy birthday!
So, for all you wanting to get me anything, it's the 24th. Now, if you guys have lasted this long, obviously, in the review, for over 20 minutes, well, you're either family or there could be a little something wrong with you, but hey, I never judge at this table. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out the door if you are not already, and I'll be seeing you in my next video.